What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Sunday. Got a beautiful 8-game slate here tonight. I got it broken down for you with my 6 favorite plays, my money 6 of the evening. So before we get going, if you could drop a like in the video, I'd greatly appreciate that. Really means a lot, so I can continue to send these videos your way. Let's hop right into it, though. My first guy is going to be Donovan Mitchell here at 8,600. A great matchup against the Lakers. Not playing much defense recently. And also Donovan Mitchell, without Ricky Rubio, always has an added floor and ceiling. The last few games, really getting it done. 45, 45, 45, and 49 DraftKings points the last 4 games. And the Lakers, they have been holding their own. There is obviously that blow potential in this game. But the fact that it's in LA, Utah's a fairly better team at home. And Alex Caruso has just been beasting out, and some other Laker players have been stepping up to keep the games close. And it's just a spot where the Jazz can score some more points, giving Donovan Mitchell some added upside. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first guy. I'm going to go with Julius Randle here at 8,700. Anthony Davis, for whatever reason, gets listed probable every game, but he ends up not playing, so I'm pretty much assuming that Anthony Davis is out of this game. Both my luck, Anthony Davis will be playing in this one. But against Sacramento, really good spot here. They do struggle a good amount against power forwards. Julius Randle, the key force in that offense without Anthony Davis. And without Jrue Holiday, just really getting a ton of looks. 24 shots, 19, and 25. 3 out of the last 4 games. And he's had some monster games, 53, 59, and 52 DraftKings points. And 2 out of those 3 were kind of in those up-tempo, high-scoring games, which I think is going to happen tonight. Actually, it was against Sacramento in that game, the same matchup. So a really good spot. I think he gets it done again. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as the second guy. I'm going to go with Lou Williams here. I feel like he could be a little bit overlooked at 7,000, considering he's been kind of down recently. But with the injuries to the Clippers, they really need some offense off the bench. I think Lou Williams is going to step in here with some more minutes like he got last game with 34. Patrick Beverley not looking like he'll play again tonight. So Lou Williams has that added extra minutes on his plate, especially if the Warriors kind of mess around with the Clippers starting lineup, which I think they will. So they'll probably turn to the bench a little bit earlier. Also, Gallinari is doubtful. So those are 2 key kind of injuries that could open the door for more Lou Williams minutes, some more offensive production. I feel like he's going to put up some more shots than he has been recently against this Warriors team. In the 2 games against them, he's put up 32 shots and 40 DraftKings points to show for us. So he has some good opportunity, I think, in this game. They give us some really good upside. And whenever he gets more minutes than he typically gets, if this game stays close, and like I said, with those injuries, he typically is a guy that gets a lot of fantasy points per minute. So good spot, really good upside. I'm going to lock him in there as the third guy. Then I'm going to go with Mason Plumlee at 4,700. A really obvious play with the Nuggets kind of resting all of their players. Jokic is resting, and 4,700. Mason Plumlee has always been a guy on this Nuggets team when someone's been out, whether it be Jokic, Paul Millsap. He's always stepped in and given us some solid production. He is a pretty safe player, I would say, because he always is filling it up with rebounds, assists, some like putback layups and stuff like that. He has some pretty kind of safe scoring production, I would say, with like dunks and kind of just layups around the rim. So at 4,700, going against Portland here, kind of struggled against them last game in 28 minutes. Only got 23 DraftKings points. 4, 6, and 4 though, and only 1 of 5 from the field. We'll probably see closer to like 8 to 10 shots in this game, and it's a pretty solid matchup going against Enes Kanter in that Jokic role. And with the bench players, he can definitely be a good scorer. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my fourth guy. I'm going to go with JaMychal Green. I mentioned the injury to Gallinari. JaMychal Green is still questionable because he had a baby on Friday. But I would assume he'll play here today on Sunday. Obviously, if anything changes, I'll try to update him on Twitter. Hopefully, we get word before lock on him. But he's always been a solid piece on the Grizzlies, a pretty solid scorer when he was there. And he's shown some upside a little bit on the Clippers. Is off the bench in some blowout games against the Cavs. 8 for 9 from the field, 18 and 10 37 drafting points. So he definitely has the upside. Think he can slide in nicely. The power forward role has been pretty friendly on the Clippers the whole entire year, whether it be Tobias Harris when he was there, Gallinari when he was there, or not when he was there, I mean when he was in the lineup, and now Jermichael Green sliding into that role if he does play. I think he can give us some great production. So I'm going to lock him in there as the 5th guy. I'm going to go with Monte Morris, another good value without Jamal Murray here, 4,300. Monte Morris has always impressed me this year. Whenever I've watched him, he's a very just kind of like a quick decision maker, I would say. He seems very kind of just NBA ready, I would say. He is a younger guy. It seems like he's been playing in the NBA for like 7 years. He just seems like he's a very polished game. And in this matchup, it's not a great matchup, but just with the opportunity for him off the bench with some other guys that aren't great at scoring, I feel like he's going to be that kind of leading kind of go-to guy like he is already with that bench kind of unit. So 4,300 here, added minutes, added upside. Another guy, whenever he's been given the opportunity, has been really solid in 3 games against Portland. Limited sample off the bench, but 16 for 19 and averaging 19 drafting points per game with just 23 minutes per game, and he should see around 30 minutes, I would say, in this contest. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my final guy. So that's the money 6. You got Donovan Mitchell, Lou Williams, Jermichael Green, Julius Randle, Mason Plumlee, and Monte Morris. A ton of value on the slate. It is kind of tough because a lot of games do have blow-up potential, and also Milwaukee might do something weird with their lineup against Atlanta because Atlanta is resting like Trae Young and probably John Collins, so that's probably going to be a really ugly game. Could be some more value in that one. So there's a litter, if that's the right word. There's just way too many value plays here on the slate where it's tough to recommend them all, and then you got to pay it for just someone I like. Obviously, I don't feel as good about some of these elite guys as I do about the ton of value that could be returned with Monte Morris and Plumlee. But it should be an interesting slate. So I hope you enjoyed the plays. Slap a like if you did. Not sure if I said that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And good luck. We'll see you back here again next time.